title of this one is The Little Motor That Shouldn't Run But Does Anyway. What it consists of is a coil of wire. The wire goes in this way, around, and then out that way. It's a single wire. The insulation has been carefully cleaned off both ends with sandpaper. There's two batteries here. They're in series. The current goes up to this winding and then back down this winding to the other side of the battery. And there's a switch that turns it on and off. Obviously this is a DC device, so it shouldn't run. However, it runs anyway. Not very reliably, but it does run. Now, of course, it'll run the other way too. Okay, so what's happening here? Obviously, what should happen if everything were working the way you would ideally think it would be that this magnet the current in this wire would make a magnetic field that was up. It would be parallel to the magnetic field from that magnet, and it wouldn't go any further. But what happens is, that when it gets up here, the magnet is actually pushing on the coil, and it breaks contact over here on one side or the other, and it coasts around, and then it pulls it, and then it breaks contact, and then it pulls it, and it breaks contact and pulls it. The holes at the end are very large, and so that the coil can move up and down. Okay, now I've got another motor here that's kind of surprising. Isn't that cute? Okay, what's going on here? Well, I've got a battery, that copper yoke. This is obviously a magnet. And the current is flowing through the copper yoke to that little silver magnet and then back to the battery. So the current on this side is going outward. It sees a magnetic field, so it pushes in that direction. On the other side, the current is going out in the other direction, and it sees a magnetic force in the opposite direction. So the whole thing just spins. Okay, there's my motors. Okay.